Hello, my name is Benjamin Lopez, and I had a AVM rupture. What is an AVM rupture? An AVM rupture pretty much is um, your artery and vein should be connected straight like this. But what happened with me was this happened. Like, it got connected wrong. It wasn't supposed to connected right then. And from there, um, it's pretty rare. The biggest thing is it just doesn't connect it right, and it got stuck and stuff. And then that's what happened to me. When did it start? To be honest, it first started when I was in the second grade. My head was just hurting for like a week, I think. And from there, like, I would always tell my mom and dad, and then they took us to like the regular doctor that we go to, and I was just telling them my head is hurting, my head is hurting. The doctor couldn't see anything. He gave me some pills, but then after that, I just couldn't, like, it was just worse, like, it didn't do anything. And then from there, I think it was like the second week that I was there, I didn't go to school for like 2 days. And the third day, my mom was like, "Oh, you haven't gone to school. Just go to school, and if your head still hurts, I'll pick you up." And then that's when I went. And then that day is the same day I fell down at school. I blacked out. And then from there, I woke up in the hospital. They took me from Naples, Florida to Miami, Florida. And then from there, the doctors couldn't find anything. My head was hurting. My head wasn't hurt anymore. And then from there, the doctor couldn't find anything. All the blood in my brain disappeared, and the doctor didn't want to touch anything where I could have been even worse. So from there, he would just go take I guess like pictures with my brain, and there from like every 6 month, from the second grade to the 5th grade, I would go just to go see the doctor, just to see if something happens again. And then from there, an appointment was, I think, like my 5th grade. And from there, the doctor was like, "Oh, you don't need any more. You were fine for the whole time." So then that was fine. And then fast forward, it goes all the way to college, and it happens again. But this was like 10 times worse. 10 times worse. So that morning, I woke up and my head was hurting. My head was hurting. I just like, oh, it's just like the regular stuff. Everybody has like headaches and stuff, and I thought that was me. And then I think it was like probably like 8 in the morning, and then I woke up, and then I went back to sleep for like 30 minutes around there, and then I woke up again, and then I was like, my head is just hurting. So then I went to my bathroom, and then I was like, all right, I thought I was gonna like throw up again. And so that's why I went to go lay down by my bathroom, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. And from there, I was like, oh, my head was hurting. And then I went back to my bedroom, and just to lay down in my room, because obviously, I don't know what was happening, but I guess that the AVM rupture was happening, which I wasn't thinking about it. It was like so many years. It was like 10 years since it happened, and it was like the last thing that I was thinking about. And then from there, I I kept sleeping a little longer more, and then from there I woke up. I think it was like 11 or 12 in the morning or noon, depends. And I threw up, I think, like a couple times, and then from there I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Walgreens to get something because, you know, like I said, I don't know what was happening. Obviously, I wasn't thinking it was happening again because it's like it's, it's different, like, you know. Um, and then from there, when I get to Walgreens, before I went in, um, I threw up like twice, and I was just like, oh dang, this must be something bad or something. And then from there, I went back to my apartment, and then I went to my bathroom just to lay down because I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. And then from there, I blacked out. I just blacked out. And this was already like, I think like 1 p.m. and then from there, my roommates were in their rooms. Obviously, like nobody was like thinking, like, you know, I didn't even think it was happening, and I'm pretty sure my roommates were just like, oh, Ben's sleeping. And then my good friend Gabe from went out with his girlfriend. I think they went to Orlando, and we live in Tampa for college. And then they left, and I already blacked out. And then my friend Gabe, like, obviously we always text, we always call, we always just do something, you know. Just like the simple things, like it just depends whatever we do. And then he came back at like, I think like 2 in the morning, and I already blacked out from like 1 p.m. all the way 2 in the morning. And then he came back and he was like, oh, like, I haven't got a text yet, I haven't got a call yet, I haven't got anything. And then Gabe was like feeling something was wrong, and then he was like, oh, I'm gonna go check Ben's room because like I said, we hadn't text, we haven't called. And then he wanted to go check my my room, and he didn't see my bedroom, but then he wanted to go see my bathroom. And then from there was the beginning. Something was happening. Gabe was there, and then his girlfriend Kaylin was there too, and my friend Ahmed was there. And like I said, we're all right there, like, you know. And then they called 911, and then we went to the hospital right here by the school. I think it was like really close. It was like 5 minutes from the hospital. And then from there, I'm pretty sure he called my parents and telling them, oh, yo, there's something big happening, like, you know, with everything. And then from there, my parents was driving from Naples to Tampa, and then from there, that's where it began. That's where it just began. And then the doctor said, oh, I'm gonna go get surgery for you because it was like bleeding so much. And then the doctor is like, I'm gonna do everything I can do to try to save your son, which is me. But he said he just wanted to do everything because obviously the doctor said he's the doctor. And then from there, from after surgery, he put me in a coma because there's just like still so much blood. And then he put me in the emergency hospital because it was just gonna get even worse. It just got even worse. And then from there, I was done with surgery. I came back, and then he said, we're just gonna wait what happened. And then from there, everything was getting way better. And then And then from there, that's how it first started, obviously. Like I said, the whole month of March 2020, I don't remember anything. This is just what people are telling me, what my parents tell me, everything. Like I said, when I was in the hospital, I literally lost the whole right side of my body, the right side, which is this side right here. Let's say right here. This whole thing. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I had a stroke, and then my eye, this eye right here, I can only see around like 50% at the moment. The doctor said I'm probably not gonna get the rest of my eye, but he wants to go see me, an eye doctor, just to see. You never know, it could happen that I'll get the rest of my eye, but I'm gonna go look and see him. And what's next? Obviously, part of my skull, which is this side right here, I don't know if you can see it, but I don't have part of my skull right there. And obviously I've talked to a few different doctors, and one doctor in Naples, the one that I have right here, he said that, oh, you don't really need your skull, because I guess like his son doesn't have part of his skull either, which obviously, you know, sometimes you don't need it. And obviously I want it because, first of all, I don't want to have problems later. It could be like in 6 days or 6 months, 6 years, whenever, because I don't have part of my skull. And I just want to have it because what's the skull for? Just to protect you before anything happens. And that's why I'm waiting to get my surgery for my skull. Finally, I just want to say thank you, especially my family. Obviously, we've been through this again and again, and stuff happened, you know. The doctor said I wasn't gonna make it, and when I go see him, he always calls me the one that made it, because he knew I was gonna die. He saw it already, and he saved me. Second, I want to say God, obviously. I was never the religious guy. Obviously, I respect it. My parents were Catholic, and obviously, I'm here to respect. And obviously, he has his reasons, and I probably won't ever know what his reasons are, but I want to say thank you, you know. Right now, I'm just trying to recover stuff, just trying to get way better, waiting for my skull surgery, and stuff happens, life happens, could have been different, could have been worse, but I'm way better now, for sure. I want to say thank you to all my friends who, I know who they are, you know who they are. I just want to say thank you. We've gone through the worst from the beginning to the best now. And I want to say thank you to everyone. And I'm gonna make this YouTube video to see how better I'll get with everything. And we'll see how it goes. If you want to, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see my journey. you know, journey's life, and we'll see how it goes.